Hey, what's up? I just want to talk about, recap the Texans loss to Oakland. Texans lost 25-20, as much as y'all know. But, cause I know Shaw's been getting a lot of heat because he not running it in, which he should have ran it in. I'm not saying he shouldn't have, but Texans missed a lot of opportunities in that game. It's not all Shaw's fault. Lawrence Vickers dropped an easy touchdown pass. Easily. Our play calling in the second half was poor. They were just playing not to lose. I mean, our defense playing great, but we should have still been aggressive. So it's kind of a whole team's fault. And I don't know if y'all know this, but Mario Williams is out for the year. I know, great news. So we're gonna really see what this team is really made of. But back to recapping the game, the defense did not lose the game. It was the offense. Defense played a hell of a game. It was getting pressure. It was not allowing big plays. I mean, hell, I think they scored like 2 touchdowns. The rest were all field goals. I mean, it's the joy of being a Texans fan because they look great one week. I mean, yeah, they look great, and then next week they suck. Like this is bad because this is just like last year. Started off great, like last year. Offense was great. Defense sucked. We all know how that turned out. This year, defense is great. Offense is mediocre. All we have is really a run game. Schaub is not being as effective as he usually is, which I think this should be a QBX last year. We need to hire a head coach that can light a fire into these players. QBX all just sits around and just let the player does all that. He never gets in their face and grills them. He never does. You see all the great teams. They have a coach who, if you make a mistake, you will know you did. Patriots, best organization. They know. They signed a quarterback who not start through high school and college. And look at Matt Castle. He did great in that system. He's not doing great in Kansas City, but he did great in that system. Texans need to hire a head coach who knows what he's doing, who has experience winning. Gary Kubiak is an excellent offensive minded coach. He His offensive mind is genius, best offensive minded coach in the NFL. Overall, not so much. So I mean, I'm not trying to throw Kubiak under the bus because this loss was not on him. It was mainly the players for not making plays when they should have. I mean, hell, we had 5 tip passes. I mean, it was just the luck of the bounce. That's all it was. Because if they not get that interception off that tip, Texas would kick field goal, we would have won. If Lawrence Vickers would have caught that touchdown pass, we would have won. I mean, just Texans can never seem to take that next step, which I'm worried about the rest of the year because I mean, next week we have the Ravens, and that's gonna be physical, physical, physical. I hope Ben Tate can play because we need him. Foster can't do it all by himself. I'm praying that Andre Johnson can play. I mean, even him, 80% is still top 10 receiver. Andre Johnson's just that good. So, but the Texans defense really did good because they only gave up 278 yards. Texans gained 473 yards. We had pretty much 2 times their yardage. But what happened was turnovers. We had 2. They had 1. We had time of possession, but they controlled the line of scrimmage in the second half. That is what is not shown. We cannot get the running game going at all. And this was like the second worst defense, third worst defense in the NFL rush defense. We only gained 70 yards. They outmuscled us. They had more balls than us. That's why people call us soft. Because we can't win the games we should win. We always win the games we shouldn't win. or we'll come close to blowing a game, but we somehow pull it out of our asses. It's it's getting to a point where you don't know what team's going to show up. You don't know if it's going to be a playoff team or a regular team that always blows it. So I just don't know what's going to happen. But next week we have the Ravens. That's going to be an interesting game because I think our defense can shut their offense down. Their offense is not going to be a problem. It's their defense. Their defense is still top 5, top 10. I mean, they still have the best middle linebacker in the game, best safety. So it's going to be interesting, but their offense really doesn't scare me, or the Ravens' offense. But I'll go more into that in my preview video in the upcoming week. But that's what it is. Joy being a Texans fan. Texans lose 25-20 to the Oakland Raiders. But I mean, I guess fate really had it since the Al Davis passing and all that. But we let one slip away. We could have been first in the AFC South because Pittsburgh dominated Tennessee. It was not a contest. Which Chris Johnson is not seeming like a bitch right now because he ain't living up to his hype being one of the highest paid players in the NFL, and he ain't done shit this year. I think he's got over 80 yards rushing. I mean, damn, Ben Tate had more rushing yards than him. Chris Owenai probably could get more rushing yards than him. I mean, Chris Johnson is a punk. But it'll be interesting to see. But that's what I have to say right now. I'll make a preview video of the Longhorns, Texas Longhorns, and Oakland State Cowboys game probably in the next couple of days. But yeah, that's my view on it. Subscribe, like it, comment, do whatever. But Texans lose 25-20 to the Oakland Raiders. So we'll see what happens next week. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll see what happens. Peace.